fellow Peanuts fans, I'm Karen from CollectPeanuts.com. Today we're going to be talking about Peanuts pocket dolls. But before we get started, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you can help us out a bit more, visit us at Patreon.com. Link in the description down below. Let's get started. This is a 1969 Snoopy astronaut pocket doll. This is probably one of the most sought after Peanuts collectibles because of the astronaut connection, how it came out in 1969 with the moon landing, and it's just such a fun toy. And let's see what other pocket dolls there were. We have Charlie Brown here, and these regular character pocket dolls came out in, oh my goodness. Oh, his leg just broke. Oh my goodness. Oh, poor Snoopy. I guess that's what happens to really old toys, is the plastic just wears down. Oh my goodness. Give me a moment. Where was I? These pocket dolls, you have to be very careful with them. These came out in probably 1966. They were featured on the Montgomery Ward Christmas catalog in 1967. And here is Lucy. This is the open mouth version, and we also have the smiling mouth version. Now this dress here, this one is faded, but this one is more of the original color, nice and dark there. And then a couple examples still in their original packaging. Here is Schroeder and Linus. Let's take a closer look at these. First, let's look at the package. We've got the bag, and you can see at the bottom it says it's made by Determined Productions. And let's see, right there it says 1966. Sometimes you can't trust copyrights, but on this we can, at least as far as I know. And the back of the bag, this red does come off, so be careful if you have one of these bags. And then the topper looks like this. I think this one might have an original price tag on it, $3 from L.S. Ayers and Company. Does that bring back any memories for anyone? And just to show you Schroeder as well, as another example, finding these in the bag can be very difficult. You can see the red is rubbing off on this one. And the topper. Let's take a closer look at some of the characters. Here's Linus with his striped shirt. It's kind of a knit fabric, and then his flannel shorts. Plus he came with his blanket. It's a red flannel as well, with this edging on there. Slightly different color. You can see it there in the original bag. Maybe when it first came out it was the exact same color, but it's faded with age, which can happen with some fabrics. Got a little button on the back there and a little tag here. So it says Pocket Doll, Boucher and Associates, San Francisco, made in Hong Kong. And here is Schroeder. He's got his Beethoven sweatshirt on, and he also has the same flannel shorts. And he also has a tag on the back of his shirt. And again, here is Lucy. She's got a more complex dress. This is just like a woven fabric, and then she has shorts on that it's a knit fabric in purple. There she is. And I'm going to show you this one just in case there's any little teeny tiny differences. I'm not sure why they changed the shape of her mouth, or if they just came out with two different versions, if you wanted a happy Lucy or an upset Lucy. Which one would you pick if you could only have one? And Charlie Brown here. Now you might be wondering why I have two of them. Can you spot the difference? I was gonna sell one of these until I noticed the shirt. Do you see this one has pointy zigzags and this one has rounded zigzags, more like a rickrack. They actually also have different pants, surprisingly enough. The pointy one has more of a woven fabric, whereas the rounded has more of the flannel shorts like Linus and Schroeder. So I don't know if they changed the fabric part way through or if for some odd reason this one is just different. Now Charlie Brown did come with a hat, so if you want a complete doll, you'll want to look for that hat. Give you a close-up of those shirts. Very similar with just that slight difference. It also looks like about the same material type. And the tags appear to be in the same spot. I don't see any other little differences between the two dolls. Obviously there are slight differences just from production since these are technically handmade, even though they're made in a factory. So Snoopy the Flying Ace here, he has a brand new ribbon around his neck for his scarf. This is very often missing, so I have just put a new ribbon around his neck. And he always comes with this flight helmet and the goggles. The goggles have green plastic in them, so it can go over his eyes. You can see it's kind of see-through there. Most often this green is missing, so it's very sad that the leg broke on this one. And then also on his helmet, sometimes the goggles are just missing completely. As you can see, this one has popped out. So that is another consideration. I'm not sure if I would be able to fix that. I'd have to pull this apart and see, but I highly doubt that I would be able to fix that. Snoopy also has this black collar, so you'll want to make sure that's there if you want a complete doll. And he's also got the tail. Don't forget the tail. I can see how that would go missing. It's even got a spot on it. Like they went for the whole detail on there. And also on the bottom of the body here is the copyright information. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to read that, but it does say UFS 1966, made in Hong Kong. And it's also on the bottom of his foot. And finally, this one, we have Snoopy the astronaut. This originally came in a box, not in a bag. This helmet is very fragile, so if you have one of these, be very, very careful with it. The helmet does not come off. You can't just swap them out between dolls. It's very, very molded to his head. You'll often see these missing the helmet. Basically anything could be missing since it looks exactly like this one. Exact same doll. And you want to make sure he still has his scarf. He's got a little patch on his suit here. There's his tag. This one says Determined Productions instead of Boucher, and it does say 1969 on it. And it's also from Hong Kong. Also, you want to make sure he has his shoes, and then there's also this flight safety box, and the tube should still be hooked into the suit. I believe this is probably like an air hose. And this box, it is hinged. This one happens to be slightly broken. Hinges at the bottom. Hopefully you can see that. This side is broken, the other side is fine. And then there's like little prongs up at the top that I think it's supposed to snap into, but I'm not gonna force it. I don't want to break it. And yeah, he still has his tail, which is great. You almost think they might have like removed that just to make it easy to dress the doll. Now there are reproductions of this original 1969 doll. They were made by Medicom. I unfortunately did not buy one because I did not have the money at the time to buy one. They're super cool and they look almost exactly like this. They'll look a lot fresher and nicer. And there are Medicom reproductions of the regular characters if you're interested and can't find the vintage dolls. Just depends on what you want for your personal collection. Now there are other dolls that look like pocket dolls. For instance, this fake Snoopy ornament. This is not actually a pocket doll. Some people will try and pass it off as a pocket doll. But as you can see, it's a lot bigger and has more legs than this pocket doll. Still very posable and kind of cute. So I don't think I could do that with the pocket doll. So, you know, maybe this is the superior one as it has more legs. But yeah, they did like the spitting image, even down to the paws. So these are the only pocket dolls. Don't let anybody tell you that something else is a pocket doll, because this is what they are. These are pocket dolls. Just this. Nothing else has been known as pocket dolls other than the Reproductions from Medicom. Thanks for joining me here today, and let me know in the comments down below, do you have any pocket dolls in your collection? If not, let me know which one you would rush out to buy. If you enjoyed this video, do be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel, because all we do here is peanuts. If you can't get enough peanuts, come join us on Patreon.com, where you can sponsor more videos like this and new Snoopy pocket dolls. Plus, you can join us on CollectPeanuts.com, where you can see photos of my collection, read articles about collecting peanuts, and buy something for your own collection. Happy collecting, Peanuts fans! Bye! Aren't there jokes about three-legged dogs? Three-legged dog walks into a saloon and he says, "I'm looking for the man who shot my paw."